Quaid Azam, Part 27. Well, this great trauma of 1857 marked the formal end of a long period of Muslim political primacy, and notwithstanding their survival as a major interest group, 1857 did definitely destroy their self-image as rulers. Despite this shattered image, Muslims remained a major social interest group, ready whenever an opportunity arose to assert their position as one of two great political communities of India. 1857 could not destroy the Muslims as a weight in the religious, social, and political balance of British India. But they had perforce to adapt, as indeed had all others, and were required to conduct their affairs and behavior exactly as English wanted. They could compare in the race of life, but not by using the old weapons of arms and statecraft. Their paragons would now not be Akbar or Aurangzeb. It is the British who would dictate. What is surprising, the number of Muslims willing to make such transition, and somewhat against the conventional historical belief that Muslims suffered unduly after 1857. They did not. On the contrary, politically and economically, many certainly benefited as well. Those were the ones who were on the part of the company's side. 1857 did, though, cause an inevitable shift in the land-holding traditions and the patterns of Muslim community. Those with a Mughal past losing to those with a British future. 1857 did, though, cause an inevitable shift in the land-holding traditions and patterns of the Muslim community, those with a Mughal past losing to those with a British future. Even before 1857, a new class of Muslim landlords, comprising largely such as were ready to serve the British as deputy collector and Sadr Amin or similar other posts, also those who had gained through land auctions, had become ascendants. After 1857, these loyalists, more typically those who had turned British rule to their profit, became Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's followers. He was also the beneficiary. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was also the company beneficiary, promoting Western education for their community and collaborating politically and administratively with the British. Without doubt, old Muslim families suffered grievously, paying a price for 1857. Their sense of honor was outraged. Their self-pride was broken through economic deprivation. Their lifestyle altered permanently. Mughal princesses post-1857 led a broken, violated life. The British then, in an act of continuing humiliation, patronizingly granted to the scions of the nobility pensions, insulting both in the very act of grant and the paltry amounts doled out gracelessly. The British attitude towards the Muslims for about a decade after 1857 expressed a dualism, accepting them as the Muslims as an important interest groups, yet combining that the acceptance with severe rebuffing of any political pugnacity. After 1857, the British began to fear that they could actually be driven out of India and apprehension that never hereafter left them and was never dismissed as an impossibility, they could be done so only by the Muslims, and they had such a fear in their hearts.